Okay, now we have a game of Yorick Jungle. This is being recorded right after I did the Kassadin commentary, so I'm kind of in the mood for doing commentaries. So Yorick, I've made a few videos of him back when he was released. I made a early dragon guide and I made a commentary. You can still check those out, they're still pretty relevant, nothing's changed too much about that. Okay, actually a lot has, the entire fucking jungle did. Anyway, I believe I crashed that game so I was a bit late. I do plan on doing the early dragon, so I take 3 potions. And you can start raptors, but you'll rather start on the red buff because, well, you can get more help from your bot lane. They aren't going to come all the way up fucking here to help you. And plus, these things will fucking maul you. They're so annoying. Better off doing this so you can use a smite on the raptor. You want to use your smite on the second camp you fight. That's how you can get more kind of HP back, I believe. I don't fucking know. You don't want to be here and then get on low health. You want to... Basically, these fuckers do way more damage than this fucker does, so smite them. As I say, we are planning to do a early dragon, and I believe it's Ocean Drake. That's still good. I get some help from Jin, whilst Sona is completely AFK. I beat the crap out of this. I even drag the red over here so I can use its corpse to get ghouls when I'm fighting these guys. I drag them over and I start making sure I last hit these raptors, and then I'm going to smite him and get another hit on him and then raise 4 ghouls. That makes a really easy level 2, 2-minute 30 dragon. I also bought a red trinket just to make sure it hasn't been early warded or anything stupid. I don't know where Jax is, so this is very dangerous. But if a half-health Jax comes from the jungle and sees you, just flash out the wall. Unfortunately, dragon resets there, which was really annoying. But yeah, anyway, we smite it, we get health back, we're still fine. And I should have recalled right away, but I didn't. It was kind of safe just to get out of there, just in case someone comes over. Kuliwa's a Warlord, I say in chat. And so yeah, we got red buff, we got an early dragon, and that's a good start. Now we're going to start on the blue buff. And yeah, unfortunately the big buffs no longer have their little minions with them, so the buff camps aren't guaranteed 3 ghouls. What is, however, are these wolves here. So last hit all of them with Q to make sure we get the ghouls up. And then just wait around and get... There we go. 3 ghouls, and that's really good sustain when we fight. But extra sustain and clears camps so fucking easily. Graves is up here, and we're going to try to get a gank on him. We come around here. Graves does not know. He has no ward. We check it with oracles. Yasuo goes in. He does a weird W, hits him with Q, and then we start hitting the fuck and beating the shit out of Graves. My ghouls finish him off. Cassiopeia, though... I can't fight her because my ghouls, they're like, minion wave, we are the minions now, and then they die. I didn't know Cassiopeia flashed there, actually. I know I flashed over the wall. Jax is like, tower dive, and then he fails because he realizes, holy shit, I'm level 5, I can't do fuck all. And he just kind of walks around in shame, walking to attack the crab. So after that strange shenanigan, we did still get a kill, completely worth. Cassiopeia got a kill, but she's up against Vladimir, and he can just pull if, you know, when things don't go his way. We go down to Krugs again. Krugs are incredible now because they give you so many ghouls. You can get 4 ghouls from raptors, 4 ghouls from Krugs, and 3 ghouls from wolves. So it kind of makes up for the fact that the buffs don't have that anymore, plus your smite now gives you healing. It's like, it's amazing. So yeah, I do that, and then I don't give a fuck about last hitting anymore. Actually no, I last hit these 3 because I want to get a few more ghouls. Which is unfortunate, because that's exactly when these guys start getting into a fight. By the way, they have an AD Fresh, and he's super fucking bad, okay? This is why you don't play Fresh in the bot lane. It's so cheesy, and it does not fucking work. Though I will probably make a video of it one day. Which reminds me, I will make a Jungle Fresh commentary as well. So they engage on him, and I'm able to get my ghouls onto Fresh, and he flashes out of that. So at least we burn his flash. And unfortunately, he's able to get away. Jax, being the skillful champion he is, Qs onto Jin and kills him, and I have to just walk away. We do get Thresh's Flash. I wish we could have got more than that, but, well, Sona was dead. It was a mistake on my part to kind of go in, but at the same time, I didn't actually initiate the gank. Blitzcrank did. So, yeah, I realised red buff is up, so I go to get that. Overall, we've had one successful gank, but we did get an early dragon, and I think dragon is going to respawn soon. Yes, it is. In 30 seconds, dragon is going to respawn again, and I'm not sure if I go get it now. Either way, again, guaranteed minions there. Dragon is up. I scan it, kind of. Oh, but there's a fight with Cassiopeia, which I didn't need to do, and now I just lost my fucking goals to the minion wave because I fucking hate this mechanic. Why did I go in the minion wave without the maiden? I hate that. I want them to be my little minions, not his fucking minions. That's gay. And because they are pushing the wave, I now have to become part of the wave as well, so they don't just die. And I've got red buff, so I think might as well just push this fucking wave. And bot lane comes as well, so we're like, okay, here's a tower. And we get a lot of damage on it until glorious AD Thresh makes his debut, doing 0 fucking damage. Okay, he actually does a fair amount of damage, but yeah, they kill nothing. So I just go back to raise some more ghouls and dig some more graves, the hound, and then yeah, I believe I failed there. But I do drag them over and intend to get the third corpse as the big golem here. What does happen is that, again, they chase Yasuo. Yasuo tries to extend to them. I summon my stand, and my stand is too busy fighting the fucking blue buff now. So I have to just... Finally, my stand is like, oh shit, I only have a maximum range, and then starts following me. My stand is now at half health, though. There's a buff here that I don't know. Cassiopeia is lurking about. I didn't know there was a ward here. I don't know if they can see that. Yes, they can. They fucking pinged it. I wish my stand would actually start taking hits for me, but they don't. Vladimir's all like, the Cassiopeia. I'm like, there's fucking 2 of us. Chill. He doesn't start tanking the fucking buff though, because he's super like, Cassiopeia plays. So, finally, he starts tanking the damn thing. Cassiopeia doesn't do shit because, well, there's so many of us here. My stand is out. She does ult Vlad, doing literally nothing because Vladimir is Vladimir. I do try to flash E, doesn't land anywhere. My stand is in the way, and I use W as a big terrain wall, and my stand dies. Luckily, this isn't JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I do not die as well. By the way, when I say my stand, I just mean my ultimate. Yeah, so I start beating the shit out of blue buffs to get that finally. Recall. And buy some more items. Let's look at the items I'm buying. I bought Hunter's Potion, which isn't really necessary, but whatever, it's mana. And Warrior. Warrior gives AD. AD makes your ghoul stronger, it makes your stand stronger, and it makes you stronger, so that's all good. You can buy Cinderhawk instead if you want to be some kind of tanky Yorick, but I'm not a fan of that. And Yorick has so good, he's got such good 1v1 potential when you build some AD, which helps him split push actually. And he's a good fighter, is what I'm trying to say. I go into here and then RIP gank because they ward it. So instead I decide to come from the other end. These guys are always looking to land hooks. And Thresh does, and he does a retarded lantern, meaning Blitzcrank walks back to catch the lantern. He does fucking nothing. I decide, let's fucking kill him. I don't even need my sand, just my ghouls. And I beat the fuck out of everyone here. Jax comes along. Jin does a greedy ultimate to try to kill Blitzcrank. And I feel myself crash in real life right now, like, holy shit, my energy's so low. But we killed Jax because he doesn't respect me. Let's look at that again, whilst not focusing on my lapse in energy in real life. Accidentally took a Steam screenshot. Sorry, I think that wasn't enough. Yeah, here we are. So, kill Thresh, chase Blitzcrank out. Oh. Jax decides he'll try to counter-strike, but he gets slowed and is unable to get past the minion wave. So he starts taking tons of damage from Jin whilst chasing me. I kite him about, intentionally by the way. And then I use Q to regen, deal tons of damage to Blitzcrank, and we score 3 kills. Sona does die, but that's what AD Thresh is going to do. He has an infinity edge. Yes, AD Fresh is going to do tons of damage, but he's not going to do shit. I applaud the Fresh for buying mainly AD, since that is like really fucking good in the early game. But he doesn't buy a rapid fire cannon, he doesn't have range, and to be honest, even RFC Fresh does not fare well on the bot lane because consistently your range is 450 and that's fucking shit. I start trying to get some ghouls up so we can take this tower a bit faster. When Fresh comes, I just fully ignore him. He flash Qs my ghouls, and I have to back out and W him because his range is awful. If he was a Tristana, I'd have walked away because Tristana would kill me. But AD Fresh? No. If it sounds weird that I'm dissing AD Fresh here despite him being my main, it's because he's playing him bot lane and that's completely useless. Cassiopeia appears when we ping her off, which somehow she hears and backs away. So, next item on my list is Hex Drinker, because Cassiopeia is 4 and 2. Cassiopeia's damage is getting pretty high. Jax also has a degree of magic damage. Fresh has a degree of magic damage. Blitz has a degree of magic damage. So I want that Hex Drinker. Graves is 1 and 5 in top lane because Yasuo is kicking his ass. But Yasuo is also dying himself. I forgot to mention, when I took Rift Herald for myself, despite there being a situation with the Cassiopeia, Yasuo got really fucking mad. And he hates me now. So, take this crab because Ocean Drake is up. And yeah, I know, I took a while to take the next dragon, but the enemies didn't take it either, so whatever. Again, the enemy bot lane not really caring for what's going on. Fresh Corsair on, Blitzcrank didn't, and Sona lands that on... I W a bit preemptively, and Fresh goes for the hook instead, meaning he gets shat on, because I'm like, I summon my stand, and Fresh dies to the Ola Ola. I believe that's some fresh salt in the... yeah, the AD Fresh being salty. Like, when you play Fresh so inefficiently, what the fuck do you expect? My stand's fucked off to the lane, by the way. Because it's a really shitty stand, Harvest. Kira. So, the... yeah, we start going down the lane. There's some minions here. I tried to summon a ghoul, but of course you can't summon a ghoul when your ally is here because they're just going to prevent you from last hitting. I want this tower, which is easy enough. My stand is now dead, by the way. Okay, it's going to die. See, look at them. I should explain Yorick. You get more AD from... I'm sorry, your stand and your ultimate and your ghouls get more damage from you buying AD. Your ghouls do physical damage, which means physical penetration helps. Your ultimate provides magic damage, which means you need magic penetration. So some people would say Gunblade's a fine option, and I'd say Gunblade is a fine option. It's just expensive, and you probably aren't going to afford it. So, yeah. You can buy health to increase their HP as well, which is, I guess, really good for split pushing, because it makes them more formidable when you leave them on their own, kind of thing. But with AD, it's much more about being in sync and having that bonus damage from having you stand near, so you can just kind of pummel them to... I can't fucking roll. I can't pronounce that, so I can't do an aura really well. Let's do it. We'll go with Dio sounds instead. So anyway, I tried to get all 4 of them, and I get my ghouls. And we just continue farming the jungle because that's what you can do when you have so many fucking ghouls with you. I see Graves, and I think Yorick... I'm sorry, I think Yasuo actually pings me back because he's mad at me for taking a Herald still. I land an E, and that's enough to get an assist, so I'm like, okay. Fortunately, my ghouls do not fucking defect to this lane, and they stay with me. I pinged the Baron because I genuinely think we could take it. Just as a missing ping, I don't want to imply let's do Baron now. I take Crab while the rest of the team are doing some kind of kerfuffle down here, and I start heading towards it because I think a fight's going to break out. So I'm 404, and honestly, all in all, I'm pretty fucking strong. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I go down to the bot lane after taking Crab because I can. Kind of as a, hi guys, I'm waiting for you guys to help me kill these guys. But these guys recall, unbeknownst to me, and I will just take the farm instead. Jin was trying to steal farm from mid lane, which Vladimir gets very mad at. He's typing right now, as you can see he's standing still. No, I thought he was anyway. It only shows all chat. So then I say Warlord, I stop time, and I beat the shit out of Cassiopeia. I try to W, fail, but I land E, and that means everyone's on her, meaning we do fuck tons of damage with some MUDA from our ultimate. These JoJo references are going to go beyond most people's heads. And start slam dunking everyone. Remember, your ultimate does give you an on hit of extra bonus damage every like 6 seconds or so when you're both attacking the same target. We get a lot of damage. Our stand is just kind of siphoning the health. And then they're going to help us push this lane. Which unfortunately means our stand is going to defect to this lane. I really wish they'd just do what we told them. We take this tower really easy, and we're going to push to the next wave. And eventually take the next dragon. We even push this tower, which is completely possible because Yorick is completely overpowered and the enemy has an AD fresh. I'm going to work on the inhibitor as my draining the life energy of a thingy, I don't know. I hit the Cassiopeia with my E, and my stand is just sitting here doing basically nothing except pushing and summoning ghouls, which is useful. I use my E on Cassiopeia again, hope to get a kill, but unfortunately they go beyond my range, and because of her stupid move speed, she gets away. Icy Dragon is up, so I ping the Infernal Dragon. We want Infernal Dragon. Don't need ghouls because our team's going to be here. Besides that, I have enough sustain on Q, and E does enough % health damage. I should mention I have Phage, and that's now going to turn to Black Cleaver. Sorry, Jax is on me, and then he doesn't actually kill me because I W. Sona gives me a nice stun, which helps me get out of there. Unfortunately, Sona, trying to stay aggressive, gets hit by the Fresh. And Fresh is basically a fucking support here. He doesn't do shit. Jax does the most damage there. I'm not trying to say he does no damage, he's just not very useful in the long run. What happens is that Yasuo overextends and dies as well. So this is less of a stomp than the Kassadin game. Our Jhin is not very ahead, our Sona is not very ahead, she has Redemption, which is broken. I believe this is in the modern patch. So this is when Redemption is nerfed. Yasuo is really ahead, but all he really does is push top lane and die. So, you know. Whew. I try to secure my blue buff. I'm 505 with Black Cleaver and Warrior, so I have really good armor penetration, and I can... My ghouls will do massive work on people. My ultimate will also do work, not quite as much. But this is it's a terrific build for Yorick, and I think Black Cleaver is really, really, really good. I wouldn't turn up my nose to... that's the wrong fucking word. I've been watching people play Undertale, okay? I wouldn't say no to Wit's End. And if you, for some reason, play AP Yorick, which is kind of useless, Abyssal Scepter can increase the damage of your ultimate. Hybrid penetration marks wouldn't be bad, but because we're a jungler, we want attack speed or attack damage. And then we start going on this tower by ourselves because we have ghouls, and we're able to summon even more ghouls. Whilst they defend bot lane. I don't know why they aren't coming to me. I guess they're scared. They just let me slam that. And then I back away, so they start going up here whilst Jhin is taking the top tower. He starts taking some damage from Cass. And I believe he's going to die to the poison. Yes, he will die to the poison there. But I summon my stand, and Cassiopeia dies like Steely Dan. Okay, Steely Dan doesn't die, but she gets the shit beaten out of her like Steely Dan. And we start on this inhibitor, and we're going to close out the game. Because, yeah, 0 death Yorick. Worked out really damn well, 605. End stats. Just beating the hell out of people with my stand. And that is Yorick's Bizarre Adventure. So I hope you liked this video of Jungle Yorick with the early dragon and some decent ganks, some decent whatever. Hopefully it was entertaining, hopefully you might have been able to learn something from this. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time. Each champion also has their own meta. Leona is a tank support, Ari is a mid lane mage, Thresh is a top laner, and so on and so forth. So the question to ask yourself right now is that if playing the meta, the most effective tactics available, is done to win, is there any benefit to playing something off meta? First of all, let's identify the difference between off meta and being a troll. I would say there are 5